Okay. Welcome back. Got to the point that even my whole stream died, not even like the reconnecting issue. Just let me take a second. Okay, tags on. There. Okay. And, have to rework everything very quickly. Just a second, just a second. Literally a second, and that's should be it. Okay. Okay, and like that, like that, like that. Okay, save. Turns out a whole internet connection died, so that's why I had to reset everything. Then like go to and check everything, like everything. One last thing. Okay, why is it dropping frames so much? Hello, hello. Oh, probably because I was alt tab for quite a while. Okay, warthunder, thumbnail, everything over. No, no, like that. Like that, just like that. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good to go. Hope that this won't be an issue later. I don't want to repeat everything. Okay, Black Sea port. Okay, Paris Коммуна. Парижская коммуна. Who are we with? Dominican Flow. Okay, so I see the guy quite a few times by Navy channel. Well, that Helena won't be useful, and that Helena won't be useful too, so 2 ships already out. Let's go slowly, rapidly, almost towards B. Because... oh well, because it do work like that. Well, first of all, let me clarify one thing. If there's gonna be another internet issue, let's say another modem reset, another Wi-Fi reset, I won't be returning back. I will be probably making some PSA announcement, or maybe even not that, to recap everything that happened. Oof. Hopefully this won't happen again. So can this SKR-1 like go and screw off? Shit, I forgot to unpause the background video. Yes, I don't have a file I use, just no copyright music or background, something like that. Why? Because it's harder and easier at the same time. At this point, light cruiser, yeah, just like that. Kinda sad that last stream 4 viewers, now only 2. But we should gain some. We should gain some. Everything's fine. Slowly working my way. Oh, someone's playing a Wyoming, probably to make sure they have everything for Alaska. I sadly won't be able to get Alaska very quickly. I'm still stuck at Atlanta. So I think that the fastest for me to get to Alaska would be buying my way out. I'm just trying and go full zombie mode, buying something like Helen or Moffat, which I condone. Do not do that. At this point, if I really want to get Alaska right now, well, I don't. I just wanna to get Alaska for YouTube purpose. See how good it will be, how fast, how bad it will be, you know, this stuff. Right now I have no interest in Alaska besides content creation. Some people that's heresy, for me it's just stating the truth. So I won't be lying to people that, oh yeah, Alaska, I'm so excited for the Alaska to come, because I'm not. But I'm not, I mean, I'm kinda excited because I'm more excited for US to finally stop bitching about and have something somewhat competitive. And I'm not as excited as, for example, my other friends who play Naval. That goes to saying because I'm not a very big US naval enthusiast or enjoyer. I do occasionally play. I would lie if I say I don't, because there are ships that I do enjoy. Maybe not Atlanta, but something like Cleveland, Baltimore. So I would say that for me at least, I would say Japan, Imperial Japan, and Royal Navy. Two of the most important navies for me. Most important. Two of the navies that I enjoy the most and that I like to play, I like to spade. Then I don't know. Japan, UK, then I would say what I had the most fun is probably either Germany or USSR. Would put them on par even, and then US, then Italy. No one in their right minds can enjoy Italy at this moment. Oh, sucks. That sucks. HMS Hood. I thought I was shooting a battleship, but... Oh, okay, okay. Okay, makes sense. The guy is really salty about something. Well, if you want me to help you repair, you shouldn't be getting away from me. It's not how it works. Season... Of course it's Chinese. Oh, okay, HEVT. Okay, okay. That's okay. Couldn't put Hyuga with PK? That's something I haven't said in a while. Get lost, everything's fine, everything's fine. No lost frames. Maybe a hit, maybe not. We'll see. Of course not. And Martek is shooting at me in Hyuga. I'm ready fuck off. This place is really packed with enemy battleships, and what do we have? We have Kronstadt, we have Wyoming and Wonderton. I don't think I'll be spawning in another in Maxim. Okay, maybe. At this point I can do no damage, so why would I? Basically. Oops, wrong button. I think there's Yoga and Hood shouldn't be. Nothing that I can safely stand ground against. Well, maybe Hood. Yeah, we could try. Take the Hood on. At the same point, the same time. If Hood is lucky, then can one-shot me. I can't one-shot him. Same with Hugo. In Żelezniaków I'm not in... yeah, see. There's really no point. Yeah, let's return. The only thing I could do is drop bombs on Hugo and then maybe do something, but yeah, no need. Let's do like more backups. Okay, so I think this match, and I will try maybe playing some Germany or US, and then back to Soviets. Like, this should be alright, I think. I even earned something. It's for sailors. Okay, this one. I think that was maybe I even be able to get the start today. 1.5 hour more. Yeah, I think so. Okay, maybe not with maps like that. Wait a second. Yeah, she's Arizona, Cleveland, Havana. Haruna. Okay. Okay, someone has Haruna already. And probably bought their way in. Okay. This is not good. It's really not good. Why 20 frames? Okay, you know what? We don't talk about that. You see Kronstadt, like... Why? There's no point in going out of the sniper mode, you know? Well, why do I want to go out from the sniper mode? There's only ocean. Off to a good start. No cap, no cap. Okay, looks like game worked itself and now it's good. Well, okay, so I've noticed something that should be improved, in my opinion. See here. Here is your gun. Yeah, let me just a little bit quieter. Maybe it's gonna be better. Okay. 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 Like here you have your guns, your state of guns. But it's not like what you think, because it will show you the state of your guns and secondary guns somehow, even though it shouldn't. And you'll see that your gun is damaged or something, even though it's not. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and not gonna lie, I get why people are leaving. The most boring mode in the entire game. I think I would rather stream a simulator bomber battle than showing you this. Which says a lot. Because for battleships it's basically go in point, like I'm doing right now. Go in point. Okay, I don't know why it's not working. Well, anyway, basically go on point, press B, stay. Okay, see? Press B. Stay, aim at Kronstadt. Shoot. Repeat. Or probably right now die because Kronstadt is looking at me. Yeah, let me drink a bit of water. Okay. I had somewhat raspy voice. And I don't like that. I mean, I do. You know, it's raspy, it's a bit manlier in my opinion. But I can't do this voice for a really long time. Even though it's kind of my natural voice, I just speak a bit lower. Not even straining my vocal cords or anything. It's just, even at the age of 23 years old, I still feel like I'm growing up and going through a voice mutation. Like, sometimes I speak normally and then I start to screech like a 12-year-old. Oh, that was a bit too far. Kinda. So yeah. I am working on making my stream enjoyable. I need to work up my chat game because right now it sucks completely. Okay. Now time for Helena's. So now time for a bit more pleasurable things in game. As for Helena, you can do this and just watch your efforts. Do absolutely nothing, because everything hits armor belt. And somehow this armor belt is good enough to protect you from 12 inches of SCP. The more you know. Now it looks it's gonna be... Oh no, it's not gonna be off. It's gonna be better than before. I don't know if you're saying this, there's this weird... Oh yeah, you can see that there's this weird, like, after image. Probably something with NVIDIA DLSS. Okay, he's shooting at me, this frigate. And as we all know, frigates can be annoying as fuck. So that's why. I am shooting at this frigate. And I see Kronstadt. This is Kronstadt that shoots at me. I love exploding. Oh no, that's just Helena. I thought it was Kronstadt. Can you not dodge away? I do not pay you for that. Okay, ammo explode. Yeah. Secondary ammos. Make shooting at Helena an easier place. Now I think I need to repair at least somewhat. Okay, cool. Cool, that was good. Yeah, I need a bit of change of pace. Either you maybe okay. I know, maybe Hood. Let's spade Hood. Hood is cool. Like not the let's say renown level of cool, but it's cool nonetheless. Or Vanguard. I think that would be the pinnacle of Royal Navy Tech Tree. HMS Vanguard. Would be such a cool ship to see. But at this point, I don't know if how good it would be in game. Probably quite good. Now, at some point, after playing for quite a few years and, well, investing your time, investing your attention, start to think, so, what would be the pinnacle of the, let's say, someone's naval tree? Because in tanks we already hit that. We have quite literally the most modern tanks that we can have. Like, come on. We have tanks from 2020, like Leopard 2PL, which still doesn't have the M63. I am very salty about that. But I've been thinking, what would be the pinnacles for naval top trees? And I came to quite a few conclusions for different, let's say, tech trees. Of course, I'm talking about realistic, not projects that never existed, like project A150 for Japan, basically Super Yamato with 510mm guns. No, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ships that existed, if I can say that. So for US, the pinnacle would be USS Iowa, right? I think there's no like disagreement on that. next, for Germany. Well, that's a tricky. Well, not tricky, but that's a hard one for Germans. But it would be Bismarck or Tirpitz. You don't see anything better than that. You can't see anything better than that because there's nothing better than that for Germans. Okay, as I mentioned before, HMS Vanguard. Or Soviets Kronstadt. Like, if we're going to something that was at least somewhat built, then Kronstadt. If not, then Paryżskaya Komuna or Oktyabrskaya Rewolucja or Gangut, or I forgot how to pronounce it. It's Gangut. Gangut class. And we already have that in game. Soviets never really bothered with battleships. Soviets really bothered with navy. Nah, not at all. Not at fucking all. Okay, Moffat down, nice. And we had Soviets, we had UK, we have so next would be Japan, with another very obvious choice. Yamato. Come on. Of course it's gonna be Yamato. Of course it's gonna be Yamato, of course it's gonna be the super battleship, the biggest battleship in the world. Hardly anything different. Of course, you could argue that, I don't know, Nagato would be, or maybe Fuso, somehow. But no, that would be Yamato. Yamato would be the pinnacle. Something that everyone would want to have. Like the tier 10 in World of Warships. Before this, everything fucking up and adding ships that never existed. In a few months / years we would see things like, I don't know, ships with 600, 700 millimeter guns. Fucking Karl Gustav on a ship. Not something I wanna in my naval game. And for Italy, well, Italians never had a lot of battleships too, but Vittorio Veneto class. So Roma, Littorio. It would be something that I could imagine being the pinnacle of Italy. Then we have Sweden with the coastal defense battleships, so probably nothing if Sweden Navy ever gets added. French would be, I don't know that much about French Navy. Probably something like Richelieu or Jean Bart, maybe. And for other nations that we have in game, so China and Israel. Israel never had battleships, China never had battleships. So what are we even talking about? Yeah, that I think would be the pinnacles, the true top tiers. Without going to ships that were either will build in like 10%, in like 15%, because oh yeah, this ship existed because its hull was its first like what's it called, the what's it called in English? Yeah, like the cornerstone was set like this little, so it existed, blah 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 blah. No, no. Oh yeah, meant to switch to Britain. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It would be launched and preferably tested in battle or in live conditions. So like I said, Iowa, Bismarck or Tirpitz, Oktyabrskaya Rewolucja or Paryżskaya Komuna we have in game, Vanguard, Yamato, Vittorio Veneto, France, Richelieu, Jean Bart. I think, like, let me check when the game is. We're searching for a game. French battleships. Well, not Strasbourg. Strasbourg was the last. Yeah, Alsace class, no, because Alsace class was never constructed. Yeah, Richelieu or Jean Bart, whichever would be added in the game. The pinnacle. That's it. Come on, give me someone to battle with, because I don't like to wait that much. So what do I have to research? Southampton, Kent, Dreadnought, and Marlborough. Huh. Well, if you look at that, Marlborough has worse armor than Hood, and yet it's still better than Hood because of the crew placement. I think that would be a good addition to my collection. 9,000 repair cost. Holy Jesus. Like, come on. Okay, we're in. HMS Hood. We got to sing the Bismarck, let's sing the mighty Hood. But in this case, there is no Bismarck and Hood is the pinnacle. Right now it's the biggest in all senses. The biggest ship in the game in terms of length, the biggest guns in the game. I don't think it's the biggest crew count, but well, one can check. There's a battleship I see, and that is Soviet, so that is Paryżskaya Komuna. Just send a very welcoming shot at her. And you know what? Let's go around here. So won't be that much uncovered. Would be more covered. Probably the whole. Well, my biggest irk, my biggest pet peeve with Hood is the secondaries slash all the non-important parts, non-important AA and secondary protection. And not only that, like the deck protection. just not existent. At least Soviets had a quite good idea about like using, well, not only Soviets, but in most cases it was either in casemates or it was at least closed, so it was protected. As right now, see, got hit and 10% crew is gone, set on fire. What feels like your typical battle cruiser, even though its armor is not battle cruisery. It's better armor than Congo for fuck's sake, but Congo has better protection overall. Okay. I say no, it's a whole leak. Can you stop shooting at me?
Engine destroyed. Engine destroyed.
I know. Two engines got flooded. It's no point in repairing before refloating. Heavy cruiser, heavy cruiser, heavy cruiser. Come on. Was it you? Was it you who is very rude to me? No, I don't think so. There are two of you. Okay, okay. Okay, now that's interesting. Aha, got you. Battle cruiser. Oh, hello, Haruna. Hello. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for helping, for clarifying. Oh, and Haruna is dead. No, Haruna, no. Whatever will I do without my friend Haruna? Never liked Haruna, to be honest. As a weeb, I never liked Haruna. As a history enjoyer, yeah, Haruna has some nice traits, like being the emperor ship. Like the, yes, it was the ship of the emperor before Yamato, I think. And like every ship has some, at least every battleship has something important that could be that you can enjoy about it. This one was did this one did this one was offered to this, and that was make a huge difference. Like like your weird, typical French dreadnought. The dread, I think, from the French Navy, so Paris. Like, it was offered to Polish Navy during World War II, and it would be the first Polish battleship. So, here you go. A French ship that was offered to Poland, a battleship even. So something that not a lot of people know about, because it's not mentioned in a lot of sources. So every ship has at least something that you can enjoy in terms of history, but in terms of weebness, when you're going for Azur Lane, Warship Girls Z, Cancole, etc. No, there are ships that you absolutely hate, that you absolutely don't like, that just no. And because of that you start to dislike other ships in real life because of that. Funny enough, for me that ship is Haruna. I have really no qualms about Haruna in real life, like, come on, it's been okay, but Haruna, anime and everything, no, god no, please. At this point, fucking Fubuki is better than Haruna. And Fubuki has no character at all. How I'm doing fucking terrible. So you know what? Screw that. I'm having fun talking about whip stuff. And why I don't like ships in real life based on some appearance in a game or anime or some other media. Fucking brilliant. Le petit lapin. Oh, I forgot to switch to SCP. Jesus, calm down.
The enemy ship sank.
No, I'm very desirable kill, but you're making me blush. Oh, crashed that. Almost. I'm dead.
We're sinking.
We are sinking. Oh no, that's German. Okay. Yeah. GG. That's it. Of course it's Kronstadt. Of course it's Kronstadt.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
I'm thinking about just making a video about the complete state of Kronstadt in the game and why I hate it so much. That would be my first run video. if I'm correct. If I'm absolutely correct, if I'm not, then... Oh, no, that would be my first run video, because the only runs I did was on stream sometimes. But it wasn't the main point. Okay, GG, 700 score. Considering that our best something little to 900, then okay, I take it. I take it we did absolutely bad. Like, come the fuck on. Did almost nothing. Okay, back to Soviets and back to Sverdlov. Maybe at least here be something better. Crew interchangeability, of course, one of the most important things when it comes to your crew points. Those two first, leadership and crew interchangeability, are the most important stats, I think. That like that. Because leadership affects every other skill, so that's why it's the most important. Then you have crew interchangeability, which means you can take more hits and takes a bit longer for the enemies to kill you. Then I would say go for the either repairs, or if you're playing something like Arizona or etc., then main armament reload. That is something I would recommend. I would still go for first repair. As faster repair means you're faster and fully operational. Which means it's easier for you to get kills, even though you have longer reload. Of course, it differs from ship to ship, but those two main things do not. And what I would recommend... Oh yeah, that would be a nice video idea. How to get into naval, or maybe word it differently. Which faction should you start with in naval? Because before... Well, the grind is long, and before you get to heavy cruisers, before you get to battleships or even battle cruisers, it's quite a while, and you might reconsider your choices, your lineups. That would be a nice analytical type of video, which I currently like doing, actually. Like this analytical, this just maybe commentary even type. Okay, nice. Was that first? Yes, that was a first strike. Yay. And that's a Kronstadt. We've faced him in last game. Miaufre Schmidt, let me just check if actually him... Yes, that's him. Playing only Soviets. Having only Imperatrica and Kronstadt. Oh my god. I think this guy skipped quite a few ships to just get to Kronstadt as fast as he could. And that's the main reason. Well, of course, you do you. I don't judge, but enjoy the game. Enjoy it for destroyers, enjoy it for the coastal, enjoy it for the light cruisers, heavy cruisers. I lost everyone that's watching because I started talking good about the game. And well, fuck it. I'm gonna finish my sentence. Just enjoy the game for everything. Try everything in the game and then make your opinion if you like it or if you don't like it. Because skipping certain things might be worse for you than you think. Like, maybe you actually like something different than what you are playing currently. Maybe actually playing destroyers is your thing, not battleships. Maybe you like the cruisers. The possibilities are really wide, and I know why people are like skipping. So just buy, I don't know, maybe buy a premium and then basically grind it this one ship like as fast as you can, so you can get your battleship, your battlecruiser, your top tier that you want to get. That's one way to play, I guess.
The victory is near.
Hmm. That I really would recommend checking everything, laying everything, trying new playstyles. So this way you are not just left with, oh no, I spent so much time and maybe even money and I really hate battleships. Yes, but have you tried playing low tier? 3.3, 3.7 is quite fun. There are no Moffats, so and the US is manageable. So there's no very blatant OP meta, you do this, you play only this, you play only that. And all the ships are easier to kill, but harder to kill at the same time. Because of how damage works. And I would say just don't go for a Kronstadt, because it's fucking cancer. To be completely honest, I wouldn't mind Kronstadt that much if it would get her proper guns, so 380mm that were on Bismarck, and not this bullshit 305 that never existed, were never tested, and only we can estimate that maybe, and we know that it's quite wrong, that this maybe was right, but maybe those guns would achieve this 900 meters per second with this shell velocity, with this shell mass, with this shell velocity, would penetrate this amount of armor. Because right now, no, we don't know that. We are completely clueless. And given how but the development was going for even the for those guns, I would say no. Uh, those guns would not perform at all like that. They wouldn't be really bad, but they wouldn't be as good as we have in games. For certain, first of all, not 900 meters per second, maybe something close to 770, 780. In most optimal things it would be over a, just bit over 800 meters per second. For sure the penetration wouldn't be like that at all. I can agree that the HE would perform something like that because, hey, HE we already had, because it's stolen from here, the pattern 1928, not 1911. No, just no. I really don't like Kronstadt. I think it's the first ship in this game that I really can't enjoy. Like, I'm grinding it, yes, of course, but I'm grinding it more because I want to play Parishskaya and play 6.7 with Soviets. Because I've been playing lately a lot of Germans, a lot of Japan, so I just want a change of pace, and I don't want to go back to US, because for now, I'm like, nah, I need to take a break from US, like a lot of break. Maybe if I had some people to play with, then I would go back to playing US. And Italy, no. No. I don't think I will ever be able to finish Italian 3. It's this bad for me. For sure, I would think that it was a bad idea. Well, first of all, it was a bad idea for Gaijin to go for this ship before you had something like, I don't know, Borodino battlecruiser. And that would be way more fine with Borodino. And I don't want that because it shows how much Gaijin cares about meta, because I don't like giving meta to nations that were the meta IRL. So Japan, US and UK. They were the meta IRL, if you can say that. And oh, help. I think that the whole Soviet 3 was rushed. It was rushed, and it's gonna be rushed even more when you take the fact that next we would see a premium battleship or even battleship for a winter event. And how do I know that? Because first of all, Alaska is coming to the game for a tech tree. Haruna came for the event for Japan, so those two won't come for the winter update, for the winter event. So we have Italy, UK, Germany and Soviets. Germany received Bayern, so we won't get anything new for a while, for a long while. Because they're probably testing and getting all the resources they can on Bismarck. We might see something for UK in the update after that. Maybe something for Italy, but I do think that we would see probably Gungood as the main reward for the winter event that will take place, I would say, around what was the last winter event? The Operation Winter. Like, wasn't this almost at the end of the year? Something like that. Oh my god, that was a bad shot. But yeah. After the dev server, I would try and see what's in the CDK. Maybe some other data miners would like be faster than me and like confirm. What I can confirm that if anything, Japan might get something really soon. For sure, we have because in CDK we already have Ise, we have Fuso and Yamashiro. All three are for about a year even. So that's why it was quite weird when Gaijin announced that it's the Haruna that it's gonna be added as the reward or as something. So there is a chance that Japan will get something new. Like not a fast battleship, which Kongo class was, but rather a proper battleship with... I don't wanna say that it's gonna be an aviation battleship. We know for sure that it's the latest modernization, the latest retrofit for, I think it was for Yamashiro. But I don't think Gaijin do want to commit on making true aviation battleship for Japan. They are not quite ready to make new mechanics. Considering how long it took them to implement float planes, to implement working float planes. Because I think you guys remember when were the float planes first announced with Graf Spee and how long it would take for them to be actually added into the game. Yeah, it was a while. And that's why I do think that no, it would behave like a normal battleship. Okay, just a second, let me take a drink. Hydration is the key. Oh, scheiße. That was loud. Oh, oh, fuck me. Please don't, please don't. Like, okay, doesn't see me. Yet. 4 meters, 4 meters. Cool. One, two, three. Okay. And hard turn to the right. Push the AP. Okay, worst thing is I would nothing. Best thing is I would kill Kronstadt with my torpedoes. Okay, IL-10 it is. It's time for fly around. Maybe catch some unexpected plane. Ships. Was meant to say ships, not planes. Nowadays, I mean, okay, IL-10 is somewhat capable of a fighter. Just loses the energy quite significantly. And for all the questions that I don't see about why I don't use P8, because I don't have one. I'm still grinding P8. Yeah, IL-10 is fun as a fighter. Haven't used it as a fighter in RRB. I used it, I think, once or twice maybe in ground. But it's basically better IL-2, and IL-2 was really fun to mess around as a fighter. Okay, it's gonna be a 2-bomb shot. Okay. Now inevitable death is coming. It's raised. Ah, almost. Of course. Of course, any IL. Well, not any IL. Every attacker IL is fun. Because I don't think you would like to dogfight in fucking IL-4. Or, oh no, there's only IL-4. But I would say besides IL-2M, or was it IL? No, it was IL-237. Besides maybe those two, IL-2 and IL-10 is quite fun as a fighter. I mean, same thing with Stuka. Stuka D5 with... if I were to start a naval, what tree should I go down? Well, let me answer with a question. Do you want to have fun with battleships, or do you want to have fun with cruisers? Because that's like, what's your main goal? If your main goal are battleships, then I don't think I would recommend you going for a US. But if your main goal is to just have fun, then the US is the best to start with. US, and I would say Soviets after rank 1. Rank 2 when you get to Bezupриечный and to get to battleships. Then I would say go for either Soviets and Japan. UK is great with destroyers, and UK has few cruisers that I enjoy, that I would recommend, but they are the heavy cruisers that are on top, so you wouldn't have a lot of fun getting to that with lights. Italy, never. Just if you're not experienced player, no, don't go for Italy, because you will play like probably a couple of matches and then you will never go back to naval again after trying it. Germany is quite literally jack of all trades, master of none, until you get to Scharnhorst, because Scharnhorst is really good. The only thing it's lacking is guns when it comes to battleship fight. So to conclude, Japan or Soviets. You might not have a really good opinion when you look around people's opinion about Japan, but torpedoes, when you, for example, you can just use long lances, go straight from spawn, for example here on Palau, spawn to A, you will get few kills, especially like with zombie ships, Moffats, Helenas. Cruisers are really good for Japan. They have, besides Agano and maybe Isuzu. Voroshilov is good. If I remember correctly, but let me just check to like be completely sure. Love Warthunder. Is it Kirov? Yes, that's Kirov. So it has 180. Basically Voroshilov is like here, what I have, Maxim Gorky. Very minor changes. And it has thin armor, but if you're not going against battleships, then it's quite alright. But don't use it alone. Like, that's one of a few things that I would say, like, as a rule, just try going from the destroyers if you even want to play this type of gameplay. Hey, it kinda sucks. Yeah, of course. It's thin as hell for a cruiser. The crew placement is kinda weirdly compositioned. But at the same time, those guns are really good, and torpedoes can be used as some sneaky kill. When, as I said, go for destroyers. Yeah, the SKR-7. SKR-7 is good, but that's if you're going for coastal. It's a good for completing your lineup. I still remember how cancerous it was when it was first added, where everyone was playing only SKR-7. Right now it's a bit better, at least. But I would say just go for like the reserves and see if you like this slower type of gameplay. Because that's what's gonna define Soviets. Soviet battleships of especially. They're slow. Besides Kronstadt, but we don't talk about Kronstadt. SKR-7, I think it only had HE and HEVT. If I remember correctly, it never had SAP or AP. Well, I mean, it was a frigate, it was never meant to face any heavily armored targets, other probably frigates at best. So no. But with the recent, well, somewhat recent changes to damage model, right now HE is very powerful. Come on, Helena, die. It's way too many Helenas. Okay, let's switch targets. Yeah, and going back to playing Soviets or Japan. If like you don't like it, just experiment. You never know which country would suit you the best. Just besides Italy. I would say everyone like has some gimmick, so every country is worth at least checking for the destroyers, because they can behave really differently. Okay, 500 points, only around 1500. I set myself a challenge, well, I say it's a challenge, set myself a goal bar. Like every match is needs to be around 2000 score, because at top tier it gives the best score to reward, well, score to score reward when it comes to grinding the star for the event. Like 2000 is around 8000 score, so if you're best round to use for heavy ships, I'm gonna assume that by heavy ships you mean battleships, and then it would be either SAP if you aim for the superstructure and want to disable the crew, or AP if you're confident that you can go for the magazines that lay under the water. So around here, something like that. Of course, HE is stock, so in most cases, so you will use HE spam, basically. Set on fire, destroy anti-air guns, secondary guns, maybe even with a bit of luck, main guns. And then you work your way to SAP, because SAP is an all-rounder. You can deal damage to basically everything, with varying results, of course. And then you go to AP, and with AP It's basically aim for the crucial components in the hull, like engines, magazines and main guns. And for heavy cruisers and light cruisers, because that really depends, Helena is really good armored and it's still a light cruiser, go for SAP. Go for SAP, and then if you have very low caliber, then go for IP. And just spam everywhere. When you see that the component is black, then switch the target bit to the left, bit to the right, up, down. You know how it goes. And then go more. If you're good with planes, you can bring torpedoes. Yeah, that's no problem. Like, everyone is starting somewhere. We're an air player, so... And basically, like... Oh, you wouldn't bring, for example, air targets when you go for ground hunting, but you would do like the proper AP, and you would bring only HE for example, bombers. 30mm German or Japanese. Try it. Try it. It's quite different. There's a reason why there's not that many players, because it's a bit different than this high action tanks or even planes. But come on, high action for planes, we all know how it goes, besides top tier. Side climb for 5 minutes, then 30 seconds to 1 minute of a fight, and then get back to base, land, repeat, etc. I'm an air player myself. I have at least some type of jet in most nations. Not counting, well, okay, counting premiums. Then I switched to naval when it was first announced, and because I really am into naval, like the IRL and games. I've played World of Warships, but it was, let's say, it was a hit or miss for me. It was a really good game for a while, then the wargaming screwed that over a bit. I really like CAS too. Yeah, CAS is really fun. This is really fun because how universal it is for me. Like, you deliver the payload, then in most cases you can be quite useful as a normal fighter. Grounded US grounded just for CAS. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it couldn't be me. As much as I like US planes, I quite enjoy P-40, I quite enjoy A-26. No fucking way I'm grinding ground. If I want to play Sherman, I can go play literally every other nation. That's the saddest part about playing US and the best part about playing US. You can play every nation and then go to US and you know exactly how to play everything, what to expect. But to not lie, I had a basically the same situation as you because I grinded Soviet ground just to use IL-2, just to use the SU-6. I really don't want to do that, but die, Congo, die. It's been a long time. Die. As much as it hurts me. Congo is my favorite ship. Workhorse of Japanese Navy. I don't think there is a ship that can top how much I prefer Congo. In games, in real life, and well, basically everywhere. And some game has Congo, you can be fucking sure that I am grinding her. Hello, Żelezniaków. Goodbye, Żelezniaków. That was fast. Okay, who? Oh. Oh. Okay, I don't think that was this Wonder Town. I know I may not be much use, but do you mind if I join you in naval? I don't mind, but well, you can just add me, but not for today because I'm probably playing like this much and I'm just going to bed. I have to wake up early tomorrow, like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. max, and it's 1 a.m. already. But tomorrow I would be probably playing around this, well, maybe like a few hours before you can catch me, and then I can gladly help you grind through whatever. If you want to play reserves, then we can play reserves. I really don't mind. Also, it's not about how much of use you are, but how much you're willing to learn. If everyone started being pro at something, then what would be the point of quite literally a lot of, I don't know, stuff like courses, like even the whole learning curve. Like I say, quite a few times, don't be discouraged because you don't know something or because you are bad at something, but have the courage to try and improve in something. Thank you, but tomorrow I gotta get my pilot star before. Ah, damn it. Yeah. Yeah, for... Was it F4D? I was thinking about getting it too, but I just stick with naval. And probably I will sell Haruna and then see what I can get with the money I get from her. Yeah, for the... Yeah, I was interested, but like I said, turns out naval took a little bit more time than I anticipated. I do prefer the old task side, not the score side. Still way better than constructing events where you know, have the fucking RNG loot boxes on how to on what you can construct the materials. Then it's still worse. I would say it's more time consuming. Difficult. Yeah, depending on what you look at, because some can say that flying is harder because you need to check your altitude, you need to check the temperature of your water or engine or oil, you have to be sure that you won't jam your gun. But like I said, it's a subjective opinion. It can be harder because you need to learn like every lead. You can't just turn right away. You have to plan a bit more where you're going, how you're going, how fast or how slow. Every game mode has a challenge of its own. From personal standpoint, I mean, because, well, I suck at naval. Well, like I said, if you suck at something that you tried not that much, then you can still improve, but, well, if you suck at something and you play it for,
Корабль врага потоплен.
let's say, a few years, well, that's me in ground, and still suck at it, then, well, miracles exist, but I don't think it's a War Thunder is a place where miracles take place. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Okay, 1700. 1700 is alright. Where is it? Quest sailors. Okay, maybe maybe I can get the star after this match. The snail doesn't allow miracles. Oh no, they do allow it, but you need to be a very special player. You must play only Soviet or play only US, and then you would have to dedicate your soul on a special contract that says you are not allowed to play anything other than War Thunder, and in War Thunder you can only play US and Soviets. And after that you get the power of Stalinium, you get the power of American bias. Only then. Oh, my bad. Yeah. People are learning every day. Every day we learn something new. Okay, let's wrap this match up because only 3 of them left, only 5 of us left. Well. Okay, that's Helena. So AP is better. Well, I mean, okay, so there is one thing that I can say is better when it comes to this event compared to before. You don't have to worry so much about whether it is a winning match or a losing match. Because scores are something you can earn even if you're losing, right? Like we right now. Well, that's a bit hard for me to attack B point. I just went away from there. Oh. Ah, it's only that Sverdlov. Good thing that friendly fire do not exist in naval. Only planes can decay. Because that would be such a shit show. I mean, it would kinda work, at least against the zombie ships. Not gonna lie. Fuck, I'm dead. I forgot about torpedo. Okay. This one did nothing. Torpedo bolt protected me. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I'm safe. Okay, slowly, slowly. Such a weird thing when you're going 32 kilometers per hour in ground, and it's like, yeah, yeah, of course, it's somewhat fast. It's not the fastest, but you're the average. Then you go 30 in naval, and it's like, come the fuck on, why are you so slow? Almost everything is faster than you. Okay, that was a bad shot. Okay, only one here. Yeah, no way that we're winning this. Just prolong the inevitable. Which works fine for me. If this bot wouldn't exist, then I think I could well, I and that Sverdlov could deal with those two Karlsruhes. Don't make it, I'm stuck. Edwin. Damn. Damn, and I was so close to getting more points. Oh, but hey, mark of distinction for Sailor 7. And booster 30%. Just what I needed. Cool. Well, as I got my star, I think I'll be ending this stream. So, thanks for watching, I hope everyone enjoyed it. Everyone that tuned in, just lurked or chatted. As I said before at the beginning, I am working on a schedule to make my streams regular again. Okay, see you later, have a good one too. So, if you like it and enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, comment on what can be improved, and if you do, well, fucking leave a dislike, and then comment what you don't like and what can be changed. Again, I hope you have a beautiful day, night, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are. And see ya later. Until the next time, Aventer out.